Lady Secretary. Author, Agamora. Crossdress Small World, Part 1, The Perfect Guy? My name is Andy, an excellent assistant president, graduated from the prestigious Harvard University. In everyone's eyes, it's no exaggeration to say that I'm a perfect guy in every way. Possessing a genius brain in the field of business, gallantry and politeness like a gentleman when dealing with girls, and a moderately thin and tall figure, it is not difficult for me to win people's hearts. That is also the reason why it only took about a year to join the company. I became the assistant president of this under one person, over thousands people. When working at the company next to the president, I usually wear a model suit. Although my figure is not too handsome when wearing a suit, but combined with my perfect aura, I have not lost face for a minute of the female president of my company. That's how I am in the eyes of everyone, a complete guy, the object of many girls and the ideal model of success for many boys. But is it really so? I believe that each of us always has a hidden corner in our hearts. Me too. The perfect person I created is just a cover to cover up a secret that I forever do not want to reveal. As an excellent assistant president, of course, I am always busy with work at the company. I am usually the person who works the most overtime and comes home late in the company. Sometimes the workload I take on is more than the female president I serve. Not simply because I want to create a diligent role model, but partly because I secretly love this president. It's just the care, one-sided love I have for her. At that time, I kept thinking that with my status and secrets, the relationship with her would forever be far away. But then. Speaking of here, you also want to know what that secret is, right? I guess many of you have already imagined it more or less. After work, during overtime, I changed from an assistant president to a spoiled lady secretary. It was an afternoon as usual, all employees in the company and the senior management team left, only I stayed to complete the document for the president to present to the partner tomorrow. When the sound of footsteps disappeared from the door of the company, it was time for my ego to come into the light. Surely no one expected one thing. A man like me here has more women's clothes than men's clothes. I also prepared a set of clothes in my small backpack today. I took off all of my men's clothing, including the suit, the western shoes, and the rough men's underwear that I was tired of wearing. Reaching into my backpack, I pulled out a set of black lingerie, all lace. Just holding it in my hand, the feeling of craving in me has risen. I quickly slipped my lace panties onto my legs. Of course, it's 10,000 times softer and more comfortable than those mysterious men's underwear. These panties are designed quite small at the back, more prominent on the smooth buttock. Next, I pulled the bra strap through my hands and skillfully hooked my hand back to the seam. I've done this so many times that I'm pretty familiar with this hook the seam process. Because I don't have breasts like women, I have to choose a bra with breast augmentation. Thanks to this pair of pads, I feel like I have a real breast. With just one lingerie set, I felt an irresistible charm. But that is not enough. Next, I took out a thin black pantyhose. I cautiously put it on my slender legs as it is a very perishable accessory. Experience makes it easy for me to overcome this difficult challenge, but it is quite satisfying to complete this. Perhaps you think with so many items on the body, women, including me, will feel uncomfortable. Not at all, very comfortable. Even the weird feeling of having a bra that shouldn't be on a man's chest is extremely enjoyable. Don't be too quick to judge, try it out. As mentioned earlier, I'm going to be a spoiled lady secretary. I chose a long-sleeve black t-shirt that is also quite thin. I put on my shirt, the thin fabric of it not enough to cover my thick black bra underneath. Next, I finished wearing a mini skirt with pleated design, black with white horizontal stripes around the skirt. The bottom of the skirt is also embellished with a red border, highlighting my all-black outfit from head to toe. This skirt is quite short, and of course it is not enough to criticize the round butt that I deliberately wear small panties to show. Finally, I put on a pair of leather heels that I had prepared in the office cubicle and ended up dressing up as a spoiled lady secretary. I put on light makeup and wore a long, loosely curled black wig. This is me, not everyone's perfect guy, just a rebellious girl who just wants to satisfy her own preferences. With everything ready, I returned to my desk and continued to finish what I was unfinished. Being the person I want to be, not being bound by the eyes of outsiders makes me very productive. Soon I finished the draft for my president. As I was about to change into all my clothes and turn back into a familiar male model, I suddenly heard the door open. I realized, I was too careless. I thought the company didn't have anyone in and out at this hour, so I didn't pay too much attention to locking the door. But what am I to do? That person will recognize me. Both the future and the model I've built up so long will fall apart in an instant. Before I knew what to do, the door to the president's office in front of me opened. The beautiful president of the company entered. I thought to myself, this life have done. Today's story would like to stop here. Thank you for watching. Please like and share for people with similar interests to motivate me to develop my channel. Goodbye and see you in another story.